do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm my jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love it.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Spiller. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
In your face.
This is Spiller. And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch the boot. Watch twist. Jam. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's Spiller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach think?
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gill. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
552. Watch the curl.
On 1st and 10, Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I
like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Panthers 7.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They run with Spiller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Spiller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
That throw by Young incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. And now it's second down.
Didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. It's Young off play action. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Walton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Coming. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action third.
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
He pitches it out. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 56. I'm trying to collect. 56 to Mike.
From the 36, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 20! It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
2nd and goal at the Panthers' 9-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Here we go.
2nd down and goal. Jackson buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ready. Check 56. Y'all know ready. Let's go.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brian Burns in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Young. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 24, check 24.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
3rd and long for Young. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Jackson now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He was looking for Watkins that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing is Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Running 70 and right there, 56. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
On third down, Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Brings up third and 1.
22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Monk's 56. Monk's 56. Hayward, screen.
On third and 1, here's Young. And he's got his target. That's Moore. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Young. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go. Ball shot. Hurry. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Hey, Mike 20.
On 2nd and 15 now. Young. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 20. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Mike 20. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Blue down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Gill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Parkey adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Go. 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come on. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Young is set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Young, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Right, 6, right. 56, right there, 56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Stepping, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12 mile. Tie that left. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check. Mike 56. Ricky. Let's go.
Now Young. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All day, defense, all day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Young. Throwing on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, turn it up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Young to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot for Young. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Tighten down. There you go.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.